الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي أما بعد. And we've been going over the narration where it's been narrated by Ibn Umar radiyallahu an, where يقول لم يكن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم يدعو هؤلاء الدعوات حين يمسي وحين يصبح. That Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam never failed to say this supplication every morning and every evening, or rather every evening and every morning, again reminding us that the importance of this dua. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam himself never failed, meaning he made an effort to ensure that he was consistent with this dua on a daily basis every morning and every evening. And so he should also help us understand just how important and how precious this dua is. The believer and the one who loves Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the moment he hears that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself never left this dua, he says, I will never leave this dua by the permission of Allah. May Allah enable us all to do that. And so the dua is, Allahumma inni as'aluka al-afwa wal-afiya fi dunya wal-akhirah. Allahumma inni as'aluka al-afwa wal-afiya fi dini wa dunyaya wa ahli wa mali. Allahumma astur awrati wa amir rawati. And that's the two first parts we've been going over. As we, again, to recap, Allahumma inni as'aluka al-afwa wal-afiya. Oh Allah, I ask you for al-afwa and afiya. What is afwa? Complete pardon, where there's no trace at all of any of the sins that we have committed, and also the consequences of those sins that we may find. Usually when it comes to sins, we may find that we have to taste some of the consequences even in this life. Sometimes when a person commits a sin, he finds that knowledge is removed from his heart. The more a person sins, will find that the less of the Quran they can remember, the less of dhikrullah they remember, because when the black dots start entering the heart, then it takes away the light of the heart, because light and darkness that does not mix. Also we find that when a person he habitually sins and he does not seek istighfar, then Allah humiliates him with the people. We have seen many people in the past, they may have been beloved in the sight of the people as a favor from Allah, but then they would sin and they would sin and they would not seek istighfar and they wouldn't take it seriously. So then Allah removed that love for him, for those who love Allah. As we know, for the righteous people, for those who love Allah, for the believers, if the believers honor you, it could be a sign that Allah loves you, as is evidenced in the hadith, but we'll go over that another time. And so we are asking Allah for complete pardon, so that there's no trace whatsoever of any of the sins that we do. Wal afiyah. And afiyah is also the same, where if you're asking for afiyah in our health, in our wealth, and fi dini wa dunyaya, so in my deen, in my dunya, wa ahli wa mali, and in my family and in my wealth, you're asking for there to be no trace of any problem whatsoever, no issue whatsoever, complete well-being. That's the first part. Allahumma astur awrati, we went over last week, wa amir rawati. Oh Allah, cover my faults, cover me from my faults, and wa amir rawati, grant me safety from that which I fear, or from that which causes me anguish. This week we go over the final part, which is Allahumma hafadhni min bayni yadayya wa min khalfi wa an yamini wa an shimali wa min fawqi wa a'udhu bi'azamatika an uqtala min tahti. So Allahumma hafadhni. The first thing we should know is that one of Allah's names is Al-Hafiz. Hafadha is to preserve, or to protect, or to guard, or to defend, or even to observe, or to bear in mind. That is usually Hafadha. Or Al-Hafiz, the one who protects, or the one who guards, or the one who preserves us. As we know, وَلَا يَؤُودُهُ حِفْظُهُمَا. Allah, He does not get tired of preserving, guarding and defending His creation. And so we are asking first and foremost, Oh Allah, defend me, guard me, protect me. مِن بَيْنِ يَدَيَّ, from in front of me, وَمِن خَلْفِي, and from behind me, وَعَنْ يَمِينِي وَعَنْ شِمَالِي, from my right and from my left, وَمِن فَوْقِي, and from above me, وَأَعُوذُ, and I seek refuge, بِعَظَمَتِكَ, in your greatness, or with your greatness, with your azama. Allah is Al-Azim. So وَأَعُوذُ بِعَظَمَتِكَ أَنْ أُغْتَالَ مِنْ تَحْتِي. So I seek refuge with your greatness, lest I be seized from beneath me. So what did this mean? First and foremost, in the physical sense, you're asking Allah for physical protection from all sense of harm. As we know, to put it simply, not a single human being is safe at all whatsoever from the qadr of Allah. Anything could happen to you at any time. The moment you step outside the masjid, what's stopping, I don't know, a bus coming and smacking you from the front? Or maybe when you're driving, the same thing happening. Or maybe when you're walking, a tree falling. It could happen. Anything could happen at any time except that which Allah has not written for you, right? If Allah has not written something for you, then it will not come to you. If Allah has written something to come to you, it will definitely come to you no matter what. So we are asking Allah to protect us from every single angle, from in front of us, from behind us, from our right and our left, and from above us and also from beneath us. However, this also means if we go into the tafsir, and we'll find that in Surah A'raf, Shaitan, he made a promise to Allah. When he said, قَالَ فَبِمَا أَغْوَيْتَنِي لَأَقْعُدَنَّ لَهُمْ صِرَاطَكَ الْمُسْتَقِيمِ. And he said to Allah that because you have sent me astray, he blamed Allah for his misguidance, for him not prostrating to Adam alayhi salam, for him disobeying Allah, he blamed Allah. He blamed Allah for that. May Allah protect us from such arrogance. And then he said, ثُمَّ لَآتِيَنَّهُمْ مِنْ بَيْنِ أَيْدِيهِمْ وَمِنْ خَلْفِهِمْ وَعَنْ أَيْمَانِهِمْ وَعَنْ شَمَائِلِهِمْ. He said that I will attack them, I will approach the people, or rather the sons of Adam, from in front of them and behind them, and their right and their left. What this means, as Ibn Abbas radiallahu anhu explained, when Shaitan comes and attacks you from the front, he's making you doubt the akhirah. He's making you doubt that which is coming ahead of you. And when he comes behind you, he makes you cling on to that which is already behind you. This worldly life is already behind us, right? We could be going at any time. So when Shaitan comes and he makes you cling on to this dunya, that's Shaitan attacking you from behind. وَعَنْ أَيْمَانِهِمْ, from your right, when it comes to leaving off good deeds perhaps. And وَعَنْ شَمَائِلِهِمْ, from your left, when he makes you fall into all of the sins. It also means, and he also explained, with your right hand, he makes you doubt the deen. He throws shubuhat, he throws all manner of doubt and confusion in the religion so that you may leave it off, so that you may turn away from it. And also from your left meaning that you go down the routes of shahawat, you go down the routes of sins and disobedience. So all the time Shaitan is attacking us. The general principle to live by is that Shaitan, he tries to make every evil look beautiful. وَزَيَّنَ لَهُمُ الشَّيْطَانُ أَعْمَالُهُم. Right? Shaitan tries to make the evil deeds beautiful for the people so that we go and we get engrossed in it. However, we ask Allah to protect us from that. So when you say, Allahumma hafadni min bayni yadayya wa min khalfi wa an yamini wa an shimali wa min fawqi wa a'udhu bi'azamatika an ukhtala min tahti, you're asking Allah for physical protection, yes, but you're also asking Allah to protect you from Shaitan, from the tricks and the deceptions of Shaitan, from being led astray by the waswas of Shaitan. So this is also included in that. Just a keynote, when Shaitan made this promise to Allah, when he challenged this and he said that he will come and attack us, he didn't say from above. And the Mufassirin, they usually say, because from above the rahmah of Allah comes. Shaitan cannot attack us from above. But as for the qadr of Allah, anything can happen. Like we mentioned, anything can happen. And the ulama also explained, وَأَعُوذُ بِعَظَمَتِكَ أَنْ أُغْتَالَ مِنْ تَحْتِي. What does it mean that you be taken from underneath? Number one, it could mean natural disasters, earthquakes, etc., etc. But what it also can mean is that humiliation take you. Something brings you down. Maybe because of, like we explained, our sins, sometimes we face humiliation with the people. How many people they are running left, right and center to defend their reputation? I've got to defend my reputation. I've got to defend my izzah. فَإِنَّ الْعِزَّةِ لِلَّهِ جَمِيعًا. But all izzah, all honor, might and power belongs with Allah alone. The moment human beings turn towards, I need to think about what people think about me, I need to ensure that my image is good with the people, that's where they have fallen. That is the first deception of Shaitan. Because that's what Shaitan wants. He wants you to think, I need to look good with the people. Not for the sake of Allah. Right? I don't care about the sight of Allah upon me anymore. Now I need to ensure that I'm looking good with the people. They see me as somebody respectful. They see me as somebody who they can approach perhaps. All of that. Because people want to be honored in this life. And they forget that Allah already honored them. وَلَقَدْ كَرَّمْنَا بَنِي Adam. And so when the child of Adam, when the human beings, we can realize that human beings themselves were created from dust. Our origin is dust. You were brought out from dust and you will return to dust. So the best thing you could offer me is dust. And the best thing I can offer you is dust. When we can live by that yes, whatever appreciation I show you, it's as valuable as dust. But Allah is Al-Kareem. He's the one, all value belongs with Allah. If He appreciates, then you're sorted for life. And so if the Muslim, the goal, ihsan, to live and to worship Allah as though you can see Him, this is the essence of it, that we direct all of our focus and our attention to the sight of Allah upon us. That we want Allah to appreciate our efforts, not the people. We want Allah to reward us for our efforts, not the people. And likewise, everything that we do thereafter, it should all be for Allah alone. May Allah perfect for us our ikhlas. May Allah enable us to implement this dua with understanding every morning, every evening. Again, Allahumma ahfadni min bayni yadayya wa min khalfi wa an yamini wa an shimali wa min fawqi wa a'udhu bi'azamatika an ukhtala min tahti. There's so many lessons again we can learn from this, but we don't want to take too much time. It's already been past 10 minutes. But even when any sin comes in front of you, and with men, especially youngsters today, how easy it is when you go to your schools and your colleges and your universities, and all of the sins are right in front of you. How important is this dua for you to say every day, oh Allah, protect me from in front of me so that you don't look, so that you look down instead. And the same in every single other angle. May Allah grant us all a good understanding. Again, may Allah protect us all from His punishments. May Allah grant us all Jannatul Firdaus.